Happy holidays, gamers! I'm LotusCrane, and today, I'm actually not playing a game. Well, I mean, of course, I'm playing games today. I play games every day, but I'm not doing a review of a game today. Instead, I want to invite you guys to watch me hit Steam level 200, and I'm also going to briefly explain a little bit about Steam. So Steam is a digital distribution platform developed by Valve, who originally were in business of just making games, such as the famous Half-Life and Team Fortress. And then they went on and did other things, and they realized, hey, they should just help publish and or distribute other people's games because it's more convenient than going to stores and buying physical copies of games. I know, don't get me wrong, I still love physical copies of games. I mean, I still have consoles like a PS3 and a Wii and a 3DS and a PSP and whatnot hanging about just below where you can see in the background. I like packaged like toys and books and whatnot. But the beautiful thing about having a digital distribution platform like Steam is that you can have so many games that would have never had a large enough market to bother printing physical copies of. So you've seen the majority of the games I play and review are very indie games. Like I am such well, I guess at this point in time, JRPGs are considered big enough to bother publishing. That one wasn't physically published, so but yeah, things like Wing Sakura that would have never had a physical copy. So if there wasn't a digital distribution network, I would have never played it, and you guys would have never seen the review of it. Alright, this entire Atelier series, that is a console game, so that was printed. But like Stardew Valley, that's a remarkable game that I don't know it could have been released if we were still in a physical copy only economy. But yeah, Steam is in fact, whoops, I accidentally hit the wrong tab there. Alright, let me close that. But yeah, Steam is a huge economy, not just directly in terms of the probably millions, maybe even billions of dollars of games that are sold each year, but also for the games, the items you get from playing games and collecting the trading cards for those games, crafting them into badges, and then they're producing backgrounds and emoticons. Because so Steam has also morphed into a social media and like social networking tool. So, for example, just like Facebook, you can have like your own profile page, and I can't even scroll through this entire list, but I have been playing games for a long time, so I could customize my profile with, I mean, pretty much every game you could have heard of. And, I mean, more importantly, all the games you've never heard of, because they're indie or niche games, so only I've been playing them. You can also send your friends little messages with custom emoticons that only you have access to, and they can see them even if they don't own that emoticon. But I can be like, my buddy Ali there. So I've got this one from 200 Mixed Juice. I have so many emoticons it takes a while for my page to load up. I have all these from Asphyxia. She looks hungry more than anything. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which was not a great game, but if you're an otaku and whatnot, like, who wouldn't want to send the sneering face of Frieza with your message, Happy Holidays? No, that's not really a match. Wow, this takes a long time to load. Maybe I should have preloaded this before recording a video. Oh, too late now. Oh yeah, Neko Power, why not? Sure. And she may or may not respond in time fashion. I know she's been busy lately. But yeah, as a social media and social networking site, Steam has Oh, hey, there we go. That was a fast response. You as well. Aw, Smiley. Generic Smiley because she probably isn't collecting as many emoticons as I am. But yeah, I've definitely gotten a chance to make a lot of friends and, in fact, meet a lot of people, including in real life. I have actually met in real life a surprising percentage of the people I meet through Steam. So I know that that's not for everyone because people are afraid of like creepers and kidnappers and whatnot, but I haven't kidnapped anyone and I haven't been kidnapped by anyone, so my luck has been holding pretty steady so far. But for you, if you don't feel comfortable, I know a lot of people also set their profile to private because they don't want to deal with the social media or social networking aspect of Steam. But yeah, so actually, what am I at? Where am I? Badges. So I am level 198, and I've been working my way towards level 200 for quite a while now because, I mean, super minor change. The shape of my level icon will change from a hexagon to what looks like a shield. Basically, this is like the most niche and useless of nerd cred. All this essentially does is prove I have no life aside from playing games, which is, I mean, that's not true. You've seen me do like charity, well, going out to charity events, so I do have a life outside of games. But even my life outside of games is with people who are themselves gamers. But yeah, let's craft some badges. If I have one, not grievance, what's the word? Peeve? Gripe? Is that you can't really skip past this screen here. I don't have an option for, like, there's no X here, there's no skip or fast forward button. So this is probably the most annoying part, that you have to wait for each of these to craft separately. If I had better video editing software, well, I mean, I have really not great free video editing software that, depending on how long this may take, I may or may not choose to use it to edit this portion of the video so it goes by more quickly. But yeah, so each time you craft a badge, you get another background, another emoticon, and during the normal season, which is, say, pretty much any time that's not Steam Winter or Summer Sale, you would get a coupon for like anywhere from like 10 to 9% off for some random game. But when I say random, I mean games that are being, for the most part, being undersold. So they're trying to like help them along. So yeah, don't expect to craft badges during the off season and get like a 9% off coupon for Civilization 6 or Fallout 4. That's almost never going to happen. I mean, you might get like a 25% off coupon, but most likely you're going to wind up getting a 9% off coupon for some indie game that even I haven't played, and for various reasons might not bother to. Because there is an awful lot of so-called shovelware on Steam these days, which is a people know that people don't always pay attention to reviews, whether it's reading Metacritic or watching video reviews, if not by me, then by other more famous YouTubers. And yeah, it's called shovelware because there's no actual craft or thought to those games. It's just, oh, we're bringing together some art and music and gameplay assets, and overall it's going to be a dreadful, terrible game, but some people will be foolish enough to purchase them and whatnot. Don't Starve Together, I've been playing that with Delaney and Williams Will and Klessa and whatnot. How many more of these do I need to reach level 200? Because, I mean, I probably have enough cards at this point to reach, like, level 210 almost, but wow, 15 more. Okay. Flame and Flood. Oh, that's right. I did a review of that game just a few weeks ago. If I recall correctly, I personally thought it was a pretty well-made game, but with the caveat that it's not in a genre that I generally enjoy, so I might be a poor judge of whether or not it is in fact a good game for that genre, because, yeah, roguelikes and survival games where I just die constantly tend to stress me out more than entertain me. So yeah, as I am crafting these, so the 4 most recent badges you've crafted, they appear on the side wall here. And then you can also opt to manually select your 6 favorite badges from over time. But yeah, one of the things that I tell other people who ask me about crafting badges is whenever you're crafting like dozens or hundreds of badges, kind of plan out ahead of time, maybe write down on a piece of paper or, open a notepad document. Think about which are the 4 games that you most want to be your extra badges, because you can choose 6, but then the other 4 that display on your profile or your wall are going to be the most recent badges crafted. So because it's Steam Winter Event, this is most certainly going to be one of those 4. But for example, I don't necessarily care enough about Terraria to want it to be one of my prominently displayed badges. I mean, it was a good game, but I'm not emotionally invested in this game, so I'm going to craft this early on in the process. So it's going to appear on my profile now, but after I craft another 4 badges, this will have been basically pushed off the front of my profile. So I enjoyed Crush, but I'm not emotionally invested enough for this to make the cut for the 4 I want to be displayed prominently. I really wish there was a fast forward or skip for crafting. Oh, actually, so this is the thing. Remember I was talking about all those backgrounds and emoticons earlier? Some of them are pretty valuable. I think my biggest sale a couple years ago was Freedom Planet, Lilac Stairs. I sold that for like $14 or something. In fact, I had to fill out a Steam tax form that year because of all the sales I made. Okay, so this has dropped off a lot in price. This emoticon is now only... Okay, well, granted, when this 429 sells, the next lowest offer is $690. So if I had an extra copy of this, I could just sell it right now to the highest bid of $225. But what's going to happen is there's going to be most likely these two this person kind of dropping by a few cents a day and this person raising by a few cents a day until they meet somewhere in the middle, or someone else who's more desperate than this person is going to come right in, buy this for $429, and then this person realizing, oh no, like now the cheapest price is $690, maybe I was playing too hard to, maybe I was lowballing too much, they'll just abruptly raise their price like $3 or something, hoping that catches the eye of this person, so they'll drop it to $3. But yeah, let's check out some of the ones I just crafted, because I think Crush did have a few valuable items. So my inventory is huge. I have 315 pages of 25 items each. That's my extra games, my cards, my backgrounds, and my emoticons. So let's see. Ooh, coolest background is $2.79. That's not bad. Mio's 58 cents. L is only 23 cents. Cassie. Oh. Uh-oh. Loading Circle of Doom. There we go. Alright. So, because I am a collector, sometimes I do hold on to emoticons or backgrounds. If it's like $5 or more, then generally speaking, I will just sell it because I know I can turn into more games, which ultimately is better for my hobby in the long run. But if it's under $5 and it's my only copy, sometimes I do just like to hold on to it as a collector's item, even though it's digital and not physical. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this one up. So lowest price right now is 31 cents. So that is just slightly undercut for 30 cents. And this was a change that Steam implemented a year or two ago, where you need to do, what did you say, 2-factor authentication on a smart device, because they're trying to counter, I guess, scammers or like gray market traders or money launderers. So Steam has a huge economy. I mean, games are of course millions or billions of dollars a year. All right, confirmed. But just trading and selling these backgrounds and emoticons, or the cards themselves, which are sometimes expensive, that itself is also worth, I think, actually a couple $1 million a year. The just the Steam marketplace economy is bigger than the economy of some actual small countries in real life. It's kind of scary. But yeah, there's this fantastic article by Mitch Bowman from 2014 on Polygon that kind of explains the Steam marketplace economy a bit. And yeah, there's like the Russian mafia involved, and scammers, sharks, resellers. People take advantage of when currency markets in different countries that Steam sells in change drastically. Someone will be like, oh, like by buying items in rubles and then selling them in dollars, I can actually turn a profit even with the tax cut that Valve takes from Steam Marketplace. But yeah, I remember people were trying to purchase this item, the pièce de résistance. I don't know. I don't really speak French, but yeah, I think pièce de résistance. Where is it? There we go. Team Fortress. I don't know why I didn't see it around for me. I got this as a pre-order bonus for getting Sam & Max, an adventure game, and it's a wearable hat in Team Fortress. Right now it's $36.51. That is lower than used to be. It used to trade as high as like $50. But I used to get like offers for like, oh, I'll give you like $20 PayPal or something for this item. And I don't know. I don't really play much Team Fortress anymore, especially not since like Overwatch came out. But the few times I do log on to Team Fortress, I just really like wearing this hat. This hat alone is the only thing that makes me enjoy Team Fortress 2. It's weird. I'm not so much into first shooters, but yeah, I could just sell that for $36.51, or I can keep it as the only thing that makes Team Fortress worth playing. But yeah, all right. Wow. How long have I been doing this? Oh, wow. That episode of Open Crisis ended. Okay, I meant for this to be a short episode, but it is super dragging on. I guess that's what I get for trying to explain too many things at once. Both myself getting to level 200, the fact that Steam is now social media and social networking, and also just the Steam economy is bigger than the economy of some actual countries. I really liked River State Ransom when I was a kid. In fact, I vaguely recall that besides classics like Goodnight Moon or Velveteen... Was it Velveteen Rabbit or Velveteen Bunny? I forget. One of the quote-unquote bedtime stories my parents used to read to me when I was a child were issues of Nintendo Power. So yes, I learned how to read from Nintendo Power, which might be vaguely predictive of the path my interests and life would take. Alright, just a few more. I just need to reach level 200, and then this ordeal will be over. And then I need to run off to my friend's birthday dinner, which I'm going to enjoy. I care very dearly for my friends, and I also never turn down opportunities to go to a decent restaurant. So yeah, I'm not saying that as if it's a chore, but it is time management, right? Like, I love games, I love my friends, I love good food. So, and I also occasionally need to go out and make some money because I'm not famous enough on YouTube for this to be paying all my bills. But yeah, time management. So how many more? Just 4 more badges. We're almost there, people. Just 4 more badges until I'm officially level 200 and I go from a hexagon to a shield, which I probably have an unhealthy amount of eagerness or motivation for such a small and admittedly insignificant thing. Oh, that's right. I'm actually supposed to be saving some of those cards for a trade for someone else. You know, one of these days, maybe I should do a review video of Strike Vector. But the thing is, like, I don't know if I like Strike Vector more or if I like God Factory more. And when I say God, like, it's capital G, small d, capital D. I don't know what it's an acronym for, but it's a spaceship game. It has nothing to do with, like, any sort of, like, actual religious or mythological beings with superpowers. Okay. This is a unusually mainstream game for me to have played, but it was pretty good. Yes, Steam level 200, and now I can add more friends. I mean, granted, I had already reached a point where I was never going to be able to fill up my entire friends list. But yeah, 200, nice shield shape there. And this profile should... Oh, so that's the other thing I forgot to mention earlier. The reason why I have such a huge profile page of like everything imaginable, by default at level 0, I think you only have, is it 1 or 2 lines? I honestly forget. But every 10 Steam levels, you get to add another showcase, and I think I've actually run out of possible showcases. Let me see. Yeah, the only thing I can add now is workshop or favorite guide. Sometimes I kind of wish that they would just let me repeat the badge or achievement lines, and then I would just have like another 4 or 5 lines each of my favorite badges and my favorite achievements. But close enough. So anyway, yes, I'm officially Steam level 200. I do have a life, and a large portion of it is games. But I mean, you know, I shaved, I showered, I'm well dressed for playing video games at home. But yeah, this is me, and this is me hitting level 200. So LotusCrane approved? Actually, more importantly, I hope you guys got a glimpse into what goes on Steam, with Steam, me being on Steam, and maybe I'll see you in one of the games I play. And maybe we'll become friends and hang out sometime. Happy holidays. Remember, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. I'm LotusCrane, signing off.